𝗪𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗡.
What's the first step to start connecting with my dreams and doing what you do?
Right. So I have a whole class about this in my membership, and it's sort of like a full recipe the way I see it, but I can give a few tips and maybe that will be helpful. The most important thing is to remember your dreams. And we all can remember our dreams, even though we feel like, oh, I can't remember my dream. It is actually a practice. And we just have to be patient and exercise it again and again. And just think about, when you were a toddler, you did not give up with trying to walk, right? We did not give up and we managed it. So it's the same. So the way I do it is that I instruct my mind. So I have a glass of water by my bed and I drink half of it first. And then I say, I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams. So I say it 3 times and then I go to sleep. And then when I wake up, I drink the rest of the water. And then I see if I can remember my dreams. And you have to do it fairly quickly because if you do something else, it could be gone just like that. You can skip the water and just do what I said. Now, after you drank the whole water, what you do is that you lay back again, you close your eyes because it's easier to remember your dreams when you close your eyes. And I sort of look at it like this, that you fish it in. You start to fish in the dream. What was I remembering? A boat, and my family was on a boat. And then just try to get as many details as possible. And it will become very fragmented in the beginning. Now, what you can do is to take your phone and record it and say what you remember. You can write it down. It usually takes a lot of time writing it down. That's why it helps to use a recorder. You could also have your clock in the middle of the night and have it ring. And then when it rings, just, start talking into your phone about what you remember. But that tends to be a bit tiresome and then you don't get enough sleep. So try to remember as much as you can in the morning. Now, you can all of a sudden remember during the day. So if you remember more, write it down. Now, in the beginning, it's just going to be bits and pieces. But keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. Do it every night and every morning, every night and every morning. And then you start to remember longer dreams. And the key for this, for lucid dreaming, is that all of a sudden you remember, oh, my goodness, I was lucid. Because the thing is that we can be lucid a lot of times. I've never been lucid, but it's because we don't remember being lucid. Yeah. And that's something you would like to remember, because that can be an amazing experience, or at least an interesting experience. So yeah, and then you can also ask questions in your dreams, and you do it in the same way. Like you can use that glass of water, or you can just say before you go to bed, I have this question. It is blah, 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 blah. Now, tonight, I will receive an answer to this dream, and I will remember the dream, and I will understand the answer. So 3 things: that you have the question, you will remember the dream when you wake up, and you will understand the answer. Now, the answer can come in that night. It can come later in another night, or it can come in the day. So then it's all about becoming aware, because maybe you are receiving that answer in your daily life. And if we're not aware, we can miss it. So it's really a work of being sort of clear and focused. And I find like the less you drink, of course, the more you practice being aware during the day also helps. If we're a lot in our heads, what am I going to have for dinner? Like we're never present. I'm exaggerating, of course, but if you're a lot in your head, thinking, and not present, then that affects your dreams. So your dreams won't be as clear as well. So everything we're doing during the day will reflect itself during your dream. So if you can practice during the day, being aware, where am I now? Looking around. What am I feeling? What am I hearing? What am I seeing? Then you'll get that in your dream, like much more clarity as well. So that was a short explanation.
I'm going to add some stuff to you to do it, because it's clear, obviously, that you're experienced in this. When I was having trouble remembering my dreams, I ran across this text that said, well, number one, you can practice this by running through your day. So when you get to sleep, just before bed, before you're even going to sit down, take 5 minutes and just run backwards through your day. So, okay, I was just brushing my teeth. It's great. What was I doing before? Okay, I was reading a book. Then and you just go backwards and backwards and backwards. And then when you wake up from your dream, because dreams are so jumbled, one of the greatest things to do is just, what do you remember then? Do you remember what you did just before that? Like, what did you do? And so you actually go backwards, which helped a whole ton, because when you remember dreams, at least for most of us, right, they're fragments. The time doesn't make any sense. You're inside and then you're on an elephant outside. And then, and so you just kind of have to try to remember things in some sequence. And then the other, a small anecdote. You mentioned how important it is. You had almost an affirmation, let's say, that you're gonna, what was it? You remember the dream, I believe, or you have your question. You're gonna remember the dream
and understand the answer
and understand. So to your point on understanding, in 2014 was more or less when I really got into lucid dreaming, and I was just obsessed and doing all the things that one needs to do, and losing a lot of sleep over it. That's just what happens. But I got my answer. I did exactly almost what you said. I had an injury. It was not a big injury. I'm playing soccer, football, and I wanted it to be gone. And it had just been there for a while. And so it's the perfect type of thing to put forth to your dream, because you've tried everything. You don't have anything else to try. Let me do this. So I focused, all of my energy on saying, what is causing this, muscle strain or whatever? I want to be able to be free from it. And I basically was lucid when I woke up, or let's say woke up in the dream. And because I didn't clarify that I wanted to understand, what the dream gave me was a diagram of my body with highlights, veins, and different things of the problem that was wrong. The only person who would have been able to understand that is a doctor. So I got exactly what I asked for, which was, what's the problem? And it showed me my body, and it showed me the veins, and it showed me this. And it was like, right here. I didn't ask what to do about it. I didn't understand where this was, nothing. And so eventually, obviously the problem went away, but it's just, to your point, it'll listen to exactly what you want when you instruct your mind to do it. And it's just kind of crazy.